Morning people, Corey here, Good Oil Marketing Fuel. Hope you are having a splendid week in business. And I wanted to just jump on here and talk to you very quickly about a process to get clients into your business. So often you're looking at the top stuff up here. These are all the various inputs into, some people might call it a marketing funnel, whatever it might be, the client journey, the way that someone finds out about your business. So the inputs up the top are Google My Business, over here, SEO, so search engine optimization, getting found on Google. Sometimes there can be some crossover there. And that one says social, okay? So social could be social proof, or it could be social media. So there's a couple of different ways that people socially hear about you, okay? So quite often with your business, you're thinking about those top three inputs quite a lot, okay? Now let's say that someone has come across your business, they've found your Google My Business listing or your Facebook page, or they've stumbled across your website. Hey Andrew, good to see you. Then they come to the CAT. Okay, now the CAT stands for Client Attraction Tool. Now what is your Client Attraction Tool? You've got one, you might not know it, but it could be your website, it could be a webinar, it could be an in-person meetup, it could be a workshop, it could be anything, but you've got one. It's probably your website. Okay, in some instances, it's just a Facebook page. So people will hear about you, go to a Facebook page, and then they'll buy into an offer. Okay, so the question often is not necessarily which one of these three is best for you, but it often can be this one here. So how effective is your client attraction tool at converting someone into being a customer? So is your website, for example, really old? Is it clear what you do? Is it optimized for your keywords? Have you got testimonials? Do you talk to people about the problem they've got and how you can fix it? Okay, so sometimes if you're let's say you're a trades business, a sparky or a plumber or whatever, it's highly likely someone will just grab the phone and they'll Google electrician or plumber or builder, and they'll find your Google My Business. Okay, now they might just ring you straight from there. Okay, so that's why we focus on Google My Business and making it clear what we do. We've got some reviews there, so people checked it out. They might just go straight to the phone. Okay, that's great. But they might go to your website. They might go to your website and go, oh, who runs this business? And then they might Google you and find your LinkedIn profile. So there's a few moving parts to think about, but they're going to come to your client attraction tool, okay? So think about where they go and what they do next. And then think about this last phase, because I'll jump off here pretty quickly. Think about this last phase of your journey, which is the offer, okay? So let's say I was looking for a local mechanic, and actually I had a less than positive experience with my last mechanic, so I'm in the market again. Let's say they chucked up a free Warren Fitness. I'll be into that. I'll be cool. These guys back themselves. I obviously think they're quite good. I'll turn up and I'll cash that one in, and if they're good, then I'll service my vehicles with those guys. So do you need an offer to push somebody forward? Okay, quite often people are finding your website and they might just be doing their research and thinking about using you or whatever. So you might want to get them back into your social, get them onto your Facebook page to engage with stuff. But an offer can push them forward. Let's say they've been following your stuff, they've come back to your website, and now you've got a new offer that can push them forwards as well. So think about those steps, okay? So if you're in this group, you're what I would call a self-marketer, okay? That means that you are happy to do the stuff yourself, and you're in a few Facebook groups, you're learning about this stuff, and you want to think about, attracting the right people and how you can do it more effectively. That's why you're in this group. So if you're a self-marketer, think about that journey, how they hear about you, how your message looks, how it is positioned for them, and then what steps you want them to take. Okay, if you're a client of ours, we work through that stuff with you. Okay, so we'll sit there and we'll talk about your Google My Business, we'll talk about your SEO, we'll talk about your social media, we'll talk about your client attraction tool, whether it's a giveaway or your website or an in-person meetup or whatever, and then that offer as well, because quite often I find with New Zealand businesses, they're a bit scared of giving away a good offer. Okay, don't be afraid of that. If you actually sat down and analyzed your marketing spend for a year and figured out how much it costs to get a new customer, you'd happily give away $50. So $50 might be an offer that gets people to take action. Okay, because you want them to find you and then take some action and move forward. Okay. Anyway, if there's any questions, I'll pop that little diagram up again for you. So if there's any questions about that, you know, in particular, what is a CAT? You know, if you want to find out about the client attraction tool for you, we can have that discussion. Offers, Google My Business, SEO, all that stuff. Feel free to pop comments below and we'll talk about it later. And hey, if you're in Tauranga, we've got a session coming up on July 23rd with some really clever people. So come along and have a listen. It'll be cool to see you in person. Cheers. Bye for now.